The sun was setting over Nasuka, painting the clouds in shades of orange and gold. From the porch of her small house, Chidinma Eze sat quietly, her Bible open on her lap, but her eyes were far away. It had been a long year. She'd lost her job, her savings were almost gone, and her younger brother's hospital bills kept piling up. Each morning, she prayed with tears in her eyes. "Lord, please, I'm doing all I can, just help me." But as the weeks passed, it felt like heaven was silent. One evening, Chidinma sat in church long after everyone had left. The candlelight flickered across the altar and the sound of rain echoed softly outside. She whispered, "God, I've trusted you all my life. I give, I serve, I pray. But everything keeps falling apart. Why?" Her voice broke. "Do you even see me anymore?" As the tears fell, she noticed something in the quiet. Not a voice, not thunder, just a deep stillness, a peace that seemed to whisper, "I'm still here." She didn't understand it, but she chose to stay. That night, instead of asking God to fix everything, she simply said, "Lord, I don't know what you're doing, but I will trust you anyway." The next morning, she woke up with no miracle, no new job, just a decision to believe. She began reading Psalm 46 every day. "Be still and know that I am God." Though the world around her still looked the same, something inside her changed. She started thanking God before things got better. She smiled more, even when there was no reason to. "God," she whispered, "I don't even have enough for the test. What do I do?" In that moment, she felt a quiet nudge in her heart. Give it away. It made no sense, but for some reason, she obeyed. She gave that last 7,000 to a church member whose child needed medicine. That night, she cried herself to sleep, half afraid she'd made a mistake. But something deep inside told her, trust isn't trust until it costs you something. 3 days later, she received a call from an unfamiliar number. It was Mrs. Okoro, her former boss. "Chidinma," she said warmly, "I've been trying to reach you. We're opening a new branch in Aka, and we want you to head the administration department. Can you start next week?" Chidinma couldn't believe it. Not only was it a better position, but the company also offered full medical insurance, enough to cover all her brother's treatment. She fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face. The same God who had seemed so silent was never absent. He was just teaching her to trust without seeing. Months later, standing on her new office balcony, Chidinma looked out over the city skyline. That night, she wrote in her journal, "I learned that trusting God doesn't mean everything will make sense. It means believing that even in the silence, He's still good." She smiled, closed her Bible, and whispered, "Lord, I'll trust you. Not because I know the outcome, but because I know you." The moral of this story is that trusting God fully isn't about having everything figured out. It is about letting go of control and believing that His plan, even when delayed or unclear, is still perfect. When you reach the end of your strength, that's where faith begins. And when you trust Him completely, you'll see that He was working all along, not just to change your situation, but to strengthen your heart. Because true peace doesn't come from having answers. It comes from knowing the one who does. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments how God has shown His faithfulness in your life. Thank you for watching.